Regardless of the size of the campaign, the basic functions remain the same. The campaign manager oversees a volunteer or paid staff that is responsible for a variety of tasks. On a large campaign, like a race for governor or Congress, the manager directs a team of a dozen staffers or more. On smaller campaigns, this might be an all-volunteer team, and it might consist of people who fill one or more of these functions. Field. The field director is in charge of implementing the direct voter contact plan, writing a field plan, overseeing the identifying and persuasion of voters, creating a campaign presence at community events, directing the canvassing and phoning operations, and managing all other aspects of the campaign's direct voter contact work, including a staff of paid or volunteer field organizers in larger campaigns. Volunteers. The field director also oversees the volunteer program. Good campaigns have lots of volunteers. Lots of volunteers are a great thing if they have clearly defined work projects, feel welcome at the campaign headquarters, and know that their presence is valued. The only way to make sure volunteers are treated well and that the campaign is maximizing volunteer resources is to assign one person to coordinate the volunteer activities. That person is responsible for welcoming volunteers to the office, training them in whatever they are working on, answering their questions, and establishing a sense of teamwork and common purpose. Communications. The communications director is, in addition to the candidate, the public face of the campaign. She is responsible for communicating the campaign's message to the media and the general public. The communications director usually serves as the campaign spokesperson and uses relationships with reporters to place news stories and create earned media opportunities for the campaign. The communications director also ensures that field and fundraising communication, direct mail, campaign emails, and the website are consistently delivering the appropriate message. Generally, all public campaign materials, from press releases to the website to canvas literature, will be approved by the communications director to ensure message discipline. Finance/fundraising. Every campaign needs to raise money, whether it's $2,000 or $2 million. Finding a good fundraiser makes raising money a less daunting and more manageable task. In the chapter on fundraising, we spend significant time on the right way to raise money. The finance director must work closely with the campaign manager to ensure that the budget remains realistic and to identify trouble long before it might hit. Scheduling. The scheduler is one of the most underappreciated roles in a campaign. Few things are more important than the candidate's time and how it is managed. The scheduler works with the campaign manager to weigh scheduling requests with targeting data to determine where the candidate's time is best spent. A scheduler should have attention to detail, a sense of humor, and patience. He'll need all of these qualities, especially in the final hectic months of the campaign, as requests pile up and everyone seems to want some of the candidate's valuable time. Research. We talk in later chapters about the role of research in a campaign and the importance of knowing the potential strengths and vulnerabilities of both the candidate and his or her opponents. The campaign should have a volunteer or staff member who focuses on self-research and opposition research. On small campaigns, this role is often filled by the person in charge of communications. Larger campaigns should have a full-time research director and even supporting research staff. Administration/operations. Most campaigns are legally required to have a treasurer. This is a crucial position of responsibility, so the treasurer must be chosen wisely. The treasurer is responsible for all compliance activities, filing fundraising reports, overseeing the financial statements, signing the checks, and is often the person whose name is required to be on campaign materials. Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Susan Lee, Treasurer, for example. An operations director makes sure all paperwork and filings are done correctly and on time, manages the office, technology, and supplies, and ensures that the day-to-day ship runs smoothly.